All right, folks. Hey, this is Wesley Virgin. Go ahead and jump in here right now. If you're on YouTube, relax. If you're on Instagram, I love you. YouTube, I love you. Let's go. This is Wesley Virgin. And someone sent me a question here. If you're brand new to me, just go to wesleyvirgin.com, close this video, learn about me first, then come back here. Everything will make sense. Someone asked me this question. Wesley, how do I change my environment if you are living in a negative one, okay? How many of you right now, I want to be honest with you, okay? And I promise you, I'm not going to scream on this video, okay? Let's go. How many of you right now are living in a very negative, unfulfilling, deplorable, terrible environment, okay? Maybe your mom is negative, right? Maybe your daddy negative, your boyfriend negative, your girlfriend's negative, your grandma's negative. Maybe your kids are negative, right? How to get rid of these kids, Wes? How many of you right now? Go ahead. I want you to be honest with me, okay? I want to talk to you guys for a second because negative environments will keep you broke, keep you poor, and it would definitely give you a very negative perception of your world, okay? And what I want to do is I want to help you, okay? Because I suffer from this as well. When I was in my 20s, it's a story I never told before. I got an apartment. I remember it was in a ghetto neighborhood, actually, because I couldn't afford that much. I was making $7 an hour, and I remember I was a nice guy. You know, you ever been like a nice person, you know, someone needed to stay in your house for a while, so you'll let them stay in your house. You're like, hey, man, you know, I'm down on my luck. Cool, stay at my house. Right? Worst move ever. So that person stayed in my house. At the same time, I wanted to be rich. I wanted to be successful, but I had his negative influence in the house. He was always complaining about his job, complaining about his girlfriend, complaining about his life, complaining about his mama, complaining about everything, right? And then he was unhealthy, right? He was eating unhealthy food. He was dirty in the house. Anybody experience this, or am I the only one? Okay. So, but at the same time, I wanted to be rich and successful. At that time, I was making about $25,000 a year. But I was going to seminars. I was reading self-help books, right? And I couldn't keep positive thoughts on the brain, right? You know, it didn't matter how hard I tried. Like, can anybody relate to me? You know, I mean, I wanted to be positive, but, you know, he jumped into the house and he started talking about his problems and, you know, me being a good guy and I'm trying to give him advice. Anybody that's listening to this right now, give other people advice. Try to help people with their problems. Hey, it's going to be okay. You're doing a good job. It's not always going to be like that. He's not always going to hit you. He's not always going to be like that. She's not always going to cheat on you. One day she'll get right? Anybody? Okay. Well, I was like that too. And I want to help the person that had this question because, first of all, now, if you don't have a problem, if you're not in a negative environment, this video is not for you. You can go ahead and go to the next video, or you can just take action, right? But if you live in a negative environment, it's very specific things that you got to do. And this is what I did. Because it took me a lot of guts to kick this guy out of my house, man, because I'm a nice guy. And I hate to see people struggling. I really do. This is the reason why I feed poor people or homeless people every Sunday, because I hate to see people struggle. Like I don't know about you, but I can feel a person's pain. Can I get an amen to that? Like, you know, when you can just feel somebody's pain, feel that somebody's having a hard time in life. Well, this was my biggest issue. And for some reason, I couldn't disconnect, okay? And the same people that I love was holding me back from the money. And if that's you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something very unique, very simplistic, what you can do to take yourself out of the negative environment, okay? That sounds good? I'm going to show you, because I know some of you are children, you're teenagers, and you got screwed up parents, right? And you're forced to be there. Or maybe you have a spouse and you're not ready to dump them or leave them, even though you should. But you love them so much, you want to stay there with them, okay? And I understand that. But what I want to do is I want to show you if you're in a negative environment and for some reason you just don't have the guts to get yourself out of that environment, right? You're like, Wesley, I want to leave, but I can't, man. I love this person. I care about them. And it's my mama, I don't want to just leave my mama, or it's my boyfriend, my girlfriend. I love them so much. We have a baby together, and I want a divorce, but I can't because I have kids, and I don't want my children to have a negative outlook on what marriage is, okay? That's a lot of people. So what I want to do is, guys, as you jump in here, go ahead and type the word "let's go." I want to show you when you're ready. People are coming in right now, so go ahead, guys. Jump in here, folks. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. Oh, another thing, guys. If you don't mind, hit the like and love button for me and the share button. Only if you get any value from this video. Okay. Please don't hit the like. I know I asked for it, but I only want to ask for it if you're getting legitimate information from me as a multimillionaire, as a person who is living his dream. Okay. Period. If I'm not doing that, that's cool. We can part as friends, okay? Another thing I ask, please don't comment anything negative below. I will report you to Instagram and your account will get banned. That's just how it is. I'm here. I'm a positive person. I'm a happy person. But most of all, I want to help you win, okay? And I want to help you win financially. I want you to be more happier. I want you to be more enthusiastic about your life, even though right now your life feels like shit, okay? But I want to help you if you allow me to do that, okay? So all I ask is to be positive. If you want to be negative, hold it, just like your mom said. Mom said, if you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say it, okay? Everybody that follows me around the world, millions of people follow me, and I'm so grateful for these people like you. I love them. I really do. I have a genuine love for people that will follow a regular, normal, black, African-American from Houston, Texas. They follow me. They believe in something that I'm saying that could affect and change your entire life. So let's spread the love, okay? Now, let's talk about what do you need to do to pull yourself out of a negative environment. When I was staying in an apartment with that negative guy, and I didn't want to kick him out because, I felt bad at the same time. You ever felt bad for somebody at the same time that you really wanted to help them? Well, I was in that situation in my life, okay? And I did something. Question, how many of you got a laptop? How many of you have an iPhone, or maybe a phone, or a Galaxy phone, or maybe you have a printer, or maybe you have a TV, something, right? Anybody? Desktop computer? Okay, great. This is what I did. This is step one here. Check it out. You see what I'm doing right here? Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Gotta play this back. You see this right here? This is a Rolls Royce, okay? Now, this is one of the vehicles that I wanted when I was in that negative environment, How many of you, like, at night, I want to see if I'm the only weird one, right? At night, sometimes, even though you don't have $1 in your bank account, but you look at cars like this, Rolls Royce, Aston Martins, Ferraris, because you say, man, I want this one day. One day I believe that, I'll be able to drive this. Anybody do that? Am I the only stupid person that does this? I'm just kidding. Anybody else do this? Well, guess what? Keep doing it. Keep doing it. If you're doing this at night. Because, see, what you have to understand about the brain, and it's important. Let's talk about the brain. Just because you're in a negative environment doesn't mean that you're exposed to that person that's being negative 24 hours a day, okay? If you have a negative conversation with a person, the worst thing you can do is this. Listen to me. Don't argue with them. Your parents, don't argue with them. If they're being negative, telling what you can't do, if they tell you to stop dreaming, I don't have any money, say, okay, mom, cool, I love you, appreciate you, I'm sorry. What you want to do is learn how to remove yourself from that negative environment by not having a conversation with them. Because understand this, a negative environment is this. It's either TV, radio, or people. These are the three major things that influence us, okay? Makes sense? Write this down, folks. TV, radio, people. Some of you watch too much TV. TV is dramatic. It's negative. Understand this. When you watch a negative TV or a scary movie or a dramatic movie or a whatever movie, right? That information is being downloaded into your consciousness, okay? Period. You go into a trance state called theta. I'm not going to talk about that in depth, but just know that when you're watching that TV, everything that you watch, if it's a sad movie, a happy movie, a funny movie, that's being downloaded into your consciousness, which means that your brain perceives this as real information. Okay? Radio. Hey, I like Drake too. I love Drake. Drake is a good artist. I like Beyonce. I like Jay-Z. But understand this, the radio that you listen to, right? The lyrics that you listen to very passively, all the information is being downloaded into your brain. Okay? If you're not a rapper or not a singer, well, you probably don't want to listen to too much radio, because that radio is creating a negative or a positive experience. Now, if you're listening to church music, Christian music or music that's uplifting, that's cool. But a lot of you like to listen to hip hop, rap, things that are very derogatory. Okay? Be careful of that. People. Even if you have people that are negative in your life, you don't have to talk to them for 1 hour. Like your mom. If your mom or your dad is negative to you, or your spouse is negative to you, you don't have to keep going on with the conversation. Stop it. That means say, you know what, I'm sorry. I apologize. You know what, maybe you're right about that. Listen to me, folks. Because see, these people that are, even if you live in a negative home, if you're having a conversation, if you're arguing, if they're mad, just don't feed their anger. A lot of you are feeding these people's anger. Some people are just always going to be negative. Some people are always going to see the doo-doo in life. Some people are always going to be pessimistic. Understand that. But it's up to you as an intelligent person, okay, to not feed these people's anger. Just say, okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. If they get upset, they're telling you what you can't do, say, okay, Mom, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm going to read a book. Make sense? Separate yourself from them. Right? You probably have your own room, right? Separate yourself. Don't continue the conversation. Don't argue with them. If they say, hey, you can't do this, you say, I can. Don't argue with them. Understand this. This is the best analogy I can give you as it relates to people that are negative and the people that have dreams. You have turtles. Listen. You have turtles. You have giraffes in life. Okay, if you're in the jungle, I went to Africa. Okay? And if you're in the jungle, you have turtles. They have a view of their world. They see the grass. They see the dirt. Right? A giraffe, they're able to see the trees. They can see the sky. You are the giraffe. Listen to me, young world. You are the giraffe. And when the turtle is trying to understand what you see, because he's looking up, he's saying, what are you talking about? There's no sky out there. There's no leaves out there. Because he can't see what you see. He has a different perspective or a different perception of life. Because he's a turtle. Understand this. Many of you have turtles in your life. Okay? You have turtles. Understand you're a giraffe. They can't see it. It doesn't matter if you explain it to them. You can talk about how good it is, how great it is. They won't be able to see it because they're a turtle. They can see the grass. They can see the weeds. They see the ants that's crawling on their backs. They see that they're running through the doo-doo and the boo-boo of life. Okay? You're a giraffe. So when you understand that, then you understand that you should not have a long conversation with these type of people. Make sense? Okay, great. All right, so check this out. Every day. Now, it all depends on what you want. Let me just show you what I did personally. I used to look at the cars in my dreams. Another thing is, I would look at the homes of my dreams. Because understand this, your environment is anything that you expose yourself to. Understand this. Our 5 senses is what we use to perceive our environment. Okay? Right? What are your 5 senses? Smell, touch, feeling, visual, auditorial, right? What you hear. So if I'm looking at this every day, even though I'm in a negative environment, but I'm looking at this and one day, this is going to be my house. Actually, one of these homes that you're looking at is actually going to be the house that I built. I'm not going to show you right now. I'm going to surprise you. Because one day I'm going to do a video of my beautiful house. So what I used to do back in the day when I was in a negative environment, I used to go in my room, lock the door, right? After I got finished with that negative person, right? And I used to look at the homes of my dreams. See this? And I would just sit here and daydream. Because understand this, the internet itself is very influential. I used to put headphones on. I used to listen to music like this. Hear that? It's peaceful. And I used to imagine myself in these places. I was like, wow, man. One day I'm gonna be in this beautiful house here, beautiful home. I'm gonna have a chef, a maid. I'm gonna have 6 cars. I'm gonna have my interior decorated. I'm gonna spend $1 million on the design, and I would do this for hours. Sometimes I would get so enthralled. Question: is anybody doing this? Have anybody ever done this? Looking at your dream homes, looking at the home that you're going to live in one day. See, I would put headphones on because, sometimes it's too noisy in the house. Anybody got a noisy home or a noisy house, right? Put your headphones on and just look and listen. So everybody that's doing this, keep doing it. I'm telling you from the top of my heart, I'm a multimillionaire. I say that very humbly. Keep doing it. Don't stop. Because everything that you see is being downloaded or it's been absorbed into your consciousness. This is why when you look at your dream house, you feel good. You're like, oh man, oh, this looks so nice. Oh girl, oh man, wow, this is beautiful. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Okay? Keep doing it. Do it for as long as you can. Just keep doing it. Next thing is this. YouTube. I love what I love about YouTube? Because you can go to YouTube, and if you want to laugh, you can watch a funny video. If you want to get scared, you can watch a scary video. If you want to be shocked, you can watch a shocking video. If you want to be sad, you can watch a sad video. If you want to be excited about life, you can watch an excited video. You see that? On YouTube, what I used to do, before I created all these videos, all these videos are very motivational videos that I've created for the world, like yourself to be able to listen to. Because see, I understood that people, even though they wanted to be rich and successful, that they will still be in negative environments, right? They'll be in negative places, negative friends that they're not ready to leave, not ready to detach from. So what I used to do, I used to listen to people like Tony Robbins. I'm just telling what I did. And, I was obsessed. Anybody do this? Does anybody do this? Am I the only crazy person? Am I the only crazy millionaire that watch motivational videos? I mean, this is when I was broke. This is when I didn't have a lot of money. I wasn't broke as a joke, but man, I didn't have any money though. I used to listen to Tony Robbins. I used to listen to Jim Rohn. I'm just showing you, all you people that's in a negative environment but that want to be positive, understand this. And I want you to write this down below. You become what you think about. You become what you think about most of the time. Listen to me. I want everybody to write that down. If you're listening to my voice, even if you're listening to the replay or watching the replay, please write this below. It's a life changer for you. You become what you think about. Listen, you become what you think about. See, just because you live in a negative environment doesn't mean you're going to be in that negative thought pattern for 5 or 6 or 7 hours. Just because you had an argument with your spouse or had an argument with your mom, your dad, your grandmother, your friend, doesn't mean that you have to keep thinking about it. After you finish with them, you can go to your laptop, you can go to your TV, put something positive on. You can go to a Wesley Virgin video. You go to a Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, because guess what? You become what you think about. So guess what? A lot of people ask me, Wesley, how did you become like the person that you are today? Because see, this is what I spend my time doing. See, I understand that my brain is a computer. So even though every once in a while negative thoughts pop up, but I need to know what to do. I must have a weapon. I must have a sword ready to combat that negative thought, right? What do? I just go here. I listen to something inspirational. I listen to something enlightening. Sometimes I even watch my own stuff. Sometimes, I watch a Wesley Virgin video. Sometimes, that guy Wesley Virgin, he cracks me up. He's so funny, man. And this guy, he's always screaming. So when I watch a Wesley Virgin video, I have to cut down the volume a bit because this guy's insane. Anybody know this guy? He's insane. And he's always naked on his videos, always taking his shirt off. What's wrong with this guy? It's so inappropriate. Am I making sense? If I'm making any sense right now, I want you to hit the like button. If not, I want to dig deeper here. I want you to understand this, okay? You become what you think about. Your environment, when we speak about the word environment, what are we talking about? That means where you are as a person. Now, where you are as a person on the planet, people, radio, TV are the most, and the internet, let's put the internet too. They're the most powerful influence on the planet. You know, it kind of blows my mind. People, they spend time on the internet watching other people's lives. They watch other people live their dreams. You know, I know people that want to be rich, but they watch sporting events all the time. They watch other men run around a field, get sweaty, and make millions of dollars. That excites you. You know, I know people, they listen to the radio over and over again, and they're not even an artist, not even a rapper, not even a singer, but yes, they listen to the radio. And why do you do that? Because you want to be amused. You want to be entertained. Because why? You're bored. But what I'm telling you, that is shaping your future. That's shaping your reality. See, a lot of you guys say, well, I can't control the negative environment that I'm in right now. Yes, you can. Just because the people around you are negative doesn't mean they're negative for 15, 20 hours a day. You're not having a negative conversation for 1 hour, 2 hours. If you are, it's your fault. Okay? If you're talking to a negative person for 5 hours, they bitching about their life, they complaining about how their job suck, their life suck, they mama and they spouse, and all, that's your fault. That's nobody else's. At any time, you can end that conversation. Okay? You can end the conversation. You can separate from TV. You can separate from the radio. You can separate from the internet. Or you can manage it in a way that it's going to be more influential to you. See, understand this. When I was in the ghetto, I used to look at things like this because, see, in the ghetto or in the place where I was living, they didn't have Rolls Royces, okay? They had Honda Accords, they had Tauruses, they had Lincoln Town cars, they had Hoopties, right? Versus, Focus. If you got one of those cars, no offense, no pun intended, but they didn't have Rolls Royces here. They didn't have Lamborghinis. Make sense? So what I used to do, I used to just look at this stuff and imagine myself in it. Now understand this. You know what I mean? Look at the houses. Now understand this. You're going to look at the Rolls Royces, right? You're going to look at the cars of your dreams. You're going to look at the houses of your dreams, okay? You can watch motivational content until you turn blue into the face. But still, you got to always take action. Just don't forget about that, you know? That's one thing the movie The Secret left out. Anybody watch the movie The Secret? You know, the law of attraction, how like attracts like. The one thing that they then talked too much about was taking action. You got to do something. Okay? You got to do something. Okay? Yes, I understand you're in a negative environment. Okay, now you understand that even if you're in a negative environment, 90% of the negative environment that you're in, it can be controlled by you. You can control whether or not if you watch TV. You can control the channels that you watch. You can control the news that you watch or don't watch. You can control the radio. You can control the internet. You can't control the people, but that means you can manage the people that are around you. The person that you used to talk to for 1 hour or text for 1 hour, maybe you need to talk to them for 5 minutes. Make sense? Because everything is influential. Everything around you will influence you, period. But you got to take action. You got to do something. You know, this is the reason why a lot of negative people right now, they're in a negative environment. This is why they join my coaching group. See, let me share some with you about coaching and mentorship. Because, you know, some people say, well, Wesley, do I need a mentor? No, not exactly. But if you have the opportunity to get one, should you get it? Absolutely. Everybody, in my opinion, doesn't have the opportunity to have a mentor in life, okay? Millionaires in training, okay? Aurelia, where are you? Aurelia, where are you? Okay, look at that. Millionaires in Training. See this? It's a mentorship program. Because, see, I have a lot of people. I have about 300 people that I mentor via their internet, and I put them in a positive environment. This is a positive environment, positive, that they can go to keep their vibration high. Am I making sense? How many of you, if there was a group, or if we had some type of inner circle, or a place where you can go when you feel down, when you feel defeated, when you feel that it's not working, when you feel that you should throw in the towel, that you can go to, that you have people that are just like you, they're very positive, they're encouraging, they're uplifting. Would you go there? Well, guess what? You got that opportunity right now. Right now, right in front of your face, you have the unique opportunity to do that. And great thing, one great and one lovely thing about the Millionaires in Training, I don't take everybody. I don't. You'll see a name below. Let me pin her real quickly. It's Aurelia. She works for me. She's my partner. She's in the group. She works with me directly. She's my number 2. Some of you may say, oh, Wesley, how much does it cost? How much does it cost? Is it a lot of money? Do I got to pay you $1,000 a month, Wesley? Do I got to pay you $800, $8,000? Understand that I have people today that I can talk about pays me north of $50,000 per month for me to train them, to coach them, life coach. Whether it's to make money, I coach a lot of people that already make a lot of money. There's a lot of people that make a lot of money, but they fucked up people. They're unhappy people, okay? Because a lot of people still believe, like you, that money is just all you need, and all of a sudden you're going to be happy for the rest of your life. Not so sure. But what I'm saying is this. I want to make it available, and I want to make it very affordable for you to be able to jump into a place that's positive, a place that in the next 6 months, the next year, that you'll see yourself, your life in a different situation, traveling the world, taking your children to school, dropping them off. Why? Because you don't have to work a fucking job anymore. You know what? Jobs is so much to life than working an 8 to 5 job. It's nothing like waking up in the morning and living fulfilled. That's how I wake up. Every morning I get to do what I want to do. This group allows you to be able to do that, because not only are you going to be trained and motivated and encouraged by people that just like you, I'm there. I'm going to be in your ear. I'm going to slap you in the face if I need to. I'm going to tell you about yourself if I need to. I'm going to be hard on you if I need to. But you're going to have a breakthrough. Everybody that's in that group, the plan for them is to make millions of dollars, period. Period. The question is this. The first 10 people that say, I'm in, I'm going to put you in the Millionaires in Training group right now tonight. And all I need you to do is contact Ariella. The first 10 people that come at the words, I'm in, period. Because understand this, always remember this. This is about the 3%ers. This is not about 97. See, 97%ers, you know that? This is the conversation they're having right now. Oh, Wesley, I can't do this. It's too much money. I can't do that. You this and you that. I can't. Yeah, exactly. That's why you'll never win. You'll never win because you're going to complain. You're going to bitch. You're going to be skeptic. This is a scam. You're negative. Some of you are not in a negative environment. You're just negative. Period. You're negative. Some of you have negative thoughts about this video right now. And I'm trying to help you. But I can't help you for free. I can do this video for free. But I can't spend my time. The thing is, see, you have to understand something about the world. Okay? People must give something to get something. Like when you go to the grocery store, don't you have to give some money to get the groceries? If you go to Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Burger King, don't you have to give them money? If you buy some shoes, you buy something at the store, you're not going to the mall and getting some Louis Vuittons or some Gucci for free, right? No. So why would you expect me to give it for free? Okay? My mindset is $1 million mindset, and I have the money in the bank to prove it. I have the cars to prove it, the houses to prove it. have the lifestyle to prove it. So what does that mean? You got to take a leap of faith. I'm looking for the 3%ers. That's it. All I want you to do is contact everybody that comment the words I'm in. All you need to do is contact Ariella Laurier. It's right below. Click her up. She'll give you information and I'll mentor you. But always remember this. And it's just a positive environment. And I am in that group. And I will show you and help you to become a first generation millionaire. You must be committed to be there in that group for 1 year. If you're not committed to being there for at least 1 year, don't fucking waste my time. I'm going to say that very humbly. Just don't waste my fucking time. Okay? I can't give you 10 years of experience in 2 months. All right? Give me 1 year at least. Okay? Period. Because the environment is huge. The people that you're around, the radio that you listen to, the TV that you watch, the internet sites that you go to, is shaping your world. Period. Whether you believe me or not, it is. And we'll find out in 5 years. Some of you right now are already saying, I am in. Some of you right now have already contacted Ariella that's right here on the screen below and say, I am in this group right now. You're pulling out your credit cards and you're jumping in the group. Some of you are skeptic. You're like, I'm not going to do it. I'm leaving the video. Well, fucking leave. Go back to your broke lifestyle. Go back being poor. Go back complaining. Go back bitching. That's what you do. You're an expert at this. That's what you do. Bye. Or the third person. Right now, you're on the fence. And let me share with you on the fence. Understand this. In life, we have a couple of opportunities to do great things. I'm the type of person, I'm not that smart. I say that because I'm just the type of person that would do a lot of stuff until I figure it out. I don't calculate risks. I don't spend a lot of time. Is this going to work? I don't know. If I feel it in my gut like you do, if I feel it, I just do it. I do it. I learn from it. I go. I do it. I learn from it. I move. This is the reason why I'm rich. I don't waste too much time thinking about it. Let me look at the reports. Let me hear some testimonies. Let me hear some case studies. I don't do that. If it feels right, if it makes sense to me, I go for it. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition. I love you guys so much. Contact Ariella. Ariella, I think we already had 10 people, so please shut it down. Please don't take any more people in. We're done. Everybody that comment the word I'm in, just contact her, get with her. But if you now doing it, I'm sorry, you're not in it. I can't guarantee that you're going to be able to be a part of this group. Maybe next year when I open it back up to many people. But until then, keep believing in yourself. Keep dreaming. Pay attention. TV, radio, people, internet. These are the major top influencers on the planet, okay? Be careful. Much love. I love you guys so much. This is Wesley, $1 Billion Virgin. Much love. Let's go.